Good evening, wrestling fans. Ken Resnick here with you, and we are live here from Atlantic City. This is AWA, and the electricity in this building is palpable. You can taste it in the air. We've got so much to cover. We'll be with you in just a moment. All right, fans, we have got such a special card on hand for you this evening. Joining me here in the broadcast booth, as always, Jesse the Body. And tonight, Jess, we've got titles on the line.
Yeah, well, we've definitely got titles. We're going to see the tag team champions defending their titles here, the Nasty Boys. We haven't seen them in a long time, but they're going to be here on television defending their titles. And not just any match, but a TLC match.
Well, indeed, that is one of the most unpredictable matches of all. You don't pin, you don't get a submission. You have to climb a 15-foot ladder, reach up, and bring the tag team titles down. The Nasty Boys are going to have to try and do that before the challengers.
Well, you know, the problem I have with a match like that, not having the match itself, is but having titles on the line. In my opinion, you should have to pin or submit your opponent. Nasty Boys could just take a bad fall. Next thing you know, Doug Summers, the pretty boy, Doug Summers, or Playboy Buddy Rose gets a lucky break and they pull down the tag team titles. But did they really beat anybody? I'm not so sure.
Well, indeed, the Diamond Exchange going to have their opportunity here tonight. Jerry the King Lawler is here. He will be in the ring. He will be in action tonight. For those of you that missed our last broadcast of AWA Wrestling, it is official. The next major event 3 weeks away, it will be Gold Rush, and it will be title versus title. Jerry Lawler going up against Nick Bockwinkel, but that is all presuming Jerry Lawler has signed the contract, which, going on air, I understand he still has not signed the contract.
Well, he has really very little opportunity to change his mind at this point. He has to sign the contract. If he doesn't, he's going to be blackballed from just about every wrestling organization in North America. Now, I don't agree with that one bit. I think that's a bogus thing right there. He's a free agent. He should be able to do whatever he wants. If he doesn't want to defend the title, then so be it. You know, you could crown a new champion.
Well, they could crown a new champion, but the powers that be here in the Nation Network, and there's a cover right here by Larry Zbyszko, who's going to get the 3 count very quickly over Lou Fabiano.
Well, we really didn't get to pay a whole lot of attention to this match. It's over so quickly, but Larry Zbyszko really gave a wrestling lesson to Mr. Fabiano.
Tremendous pile driver right there, and nobody's going to get up from that, least of all Lou Fabiano. It was academic at that point. 1, 2, and 3, fans. All right, well, we've got more to cover on the whole Jerry Lawler incident and the issues that may remain. The clock is ticking. He has got to sign the contract, or he will not be wrestling anywhere. All right, fans, we are back once again. The Tropicana Resort and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey is the home for AWA All-Star Wrestling. And this week here on ESPN, we bring you some of the greatest of all time. Entering the ring at this time, we get a look at him right here. Sheikh Adnan LKC leading Boris Zukov down to the ring.
Yeah, well, Sheikh Adnan LKC, he's done a really good job putting these allied powers together. He's kept them together. They've had some success against Sergeant Slaughter in the past. Recently, things have been trending towards the Cobra Corps, but I'll tell you something right now. I don't think it's going to last very much longer.
Well, tonight they will not be taking on a member of the Cobra Corps. As a matter of fact, tonight they will be taking on a legend inside the squared circle in the name of Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Well, I have to give this huge advantage to Boris Zukov in a match like this because A, he's got Sheikh Adnan outside the ring, and B, he's got a brain that works.
You've got to. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, have you seen Jimmy Superfly Snuka? This guy is not the brightest guy in the world. He certainly doesn't have any fashion sense like I do.
Oh, well, here he comes. Superfly Jimmy Snuka making his way down the ring. And the fans on their feet, they love the Superfly here in Atlantic City.
Well, would you do me a favor? Take a quick look. Do a general pan of the audience here. Tell me how much brain power you think you have if you were to put them all together. Could you possibly light a flashlight with a total IQ in this room right now? Not counting me, of course.
Well, you are in rare form tonight. As I apologize for the comments of Jesse tonight. It does not reflect on that of the AWA.
Hey, don't apologize for me. Who do you think you are? Come over there and tighten your tie, little man.
All right, bell sounds. We've got action underway. In the middle of the ring, they tie up. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Snapmare takes him over. Rear chinlock is applied by Snuka. Boris Zukov now up to one knee as he gets to a vertical base, and he's going to fight his way out of it with a back elbow and another. And now the Superfly teeing off on Boris Zukov.
Yeah, and Boris Zukov once again showing that the power and the brains are going to go in the category of the allied powers.
Face first, driving Snuka into the canvas. The Superfly now is in trouble, and Zukov sends him to the ropes. Back out front he goes. Went for that back heel, and it misses. And now Superfly Jimmy Snuka with the chops.
Well, Zukov may have put a little bit too much onto that move right there. He didn't have the Superfly worn down quite enough. But I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to get this back.
Snuka gets out of that one.
Gets out of it? That's a nice way of putting it. He just raked his eyes. Why don't you call it like it is, like I do?
All right, well, he raked his eyes when he got out of it, and the referee didn't have anything to say about it, so
that makes it okay. All right, well, just remember that when Boris Zukov starts raking the eyes.
Snuka's got him up in the air. Big slam, plants him in the... Wait a minute, what's Snuka doing? He's going up. We know that he likes to take off from that top rope, and he does. Headbutt down. And now there is a distraction. Sheikh Adnan LKC has got the attention of the Superfly.
Well, shame on him. This is back to what I said. He's got limited brain power, so easily distracted.
Snuka fighting his way back again. And now, wait a minute, Sheikh Adnan LKC just put that chair in the ring.
Oh, look what he's doing to him right there. Snuka, I think he was just biting him on the forehead. And again, this referee has no control over the match. Now, Snuka, what's he doing? He's got a steel chair. That's not legal.
Well, how'd the steel chair get here, Jess?
That doesn't matter. It wasn't used.
Well, it's been used now. Head first, he goes into the steel.
That should be an automatic disqualification, in my opinion.
Snuka again, down with that headbutt, hooks the leg. Will it be enough? He's got 1, 2, and out the back door.
This is a travesty right now. The referee allowing the use of a steel chair. This is not a no disqualification match. You know that.
Well, he didn't actually use the chair. The chair was there. He just ran him into it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it all right, I suppose. Boy, I'll tell you what. You really have some one-sided slang. Talk about fake news. Here you have it right here, folks.
And again, Snuka catches him with a fireman carry as he comes in. Snuka with a big heel toss. Oh, the fans starting to get on their feet for this one. They know the end is near.
I don't know the end is near.
Well, you might be the only one in the building who doesn't. Sheik out on LKC again. Distracting Snuka and the referee.
How exactly does he distract Snuka? He's talking. Now, why is Snuka paying attention is the question.
Again, Snuka comes down from the top rope and he goes up once again. There it is. Oh, come on now.
Well, you know what? You have to offset some of this disadvantage that his man's had. Steel chairs being used in the match. That's what's led up to this unfair advantage. That's why Superfly Jimmy Snuka's got the opportunity to go for a pinfall.
Open hand chop by the Superfly now. Snuka's got Morozukov up into the ropes. What's he going to do with him here? Back body drop, and he hangs on to the top rope, though. Snuka's on the apron.
Oh, come on now. Where's this referee?
Suplex all the way to the floor. Superfly Jimmy Snuka just suplexed him all the way out to the concrete floor, and Morozukov is in trouble.
This is absolutely atrocious.
Snuka's got him up. Pile driver. Once again, Superfly to the top rope. Referee starting to tell him to get up. Drives a fist down. Morozukov in trouble.
I'll tell you right now, if I was Sheik on LKC, I would have no problem getting my man disqualified. You gotta save it right there. And Snuka, I think, missed his move. That's how stupid he is.
Well, he may have miscalculated, no doubt about that, but he's still in control at this point in time. Zukov now with a snapmare takes him over, and now Superfly Jimmy Snuka with a back elbow, finding the mark. The Superfly with Zukov again into the turnbuckle. He's busted him open.
Well, now we've got blood flowing, and this is not right.
Tremendous headbutt. Snuka's got Zukov up. What's he going to do with him? There's that cross knee once again. Snuka going all the way up to the top. It's a long way. He caught him with a headbutt.
This guy's going to the well one time too many, in my opinion.
Oh, he missed.
What did I tell you? One time too many.
And now Zukov using the power and the strength. Oh, and he's got him in a camel clutch. The camel clutch is on, and Snuka's in trouble.
Superfly's gonna be tapping out of this one any moment.
No, he's not. Snuka managing to get out of this one just barely. He was definitely in trouble. The Superfly right now sees Boris Zukov going into the corner. Pulls him back out to the ring. Crowd on its feet here in Atlantic City. Fans, this is just the beginning. He caught him with that big Russian sickle, and that has but put enough men down in the past. And now belly to back suplex, and he caught him, folded him up in the middle of the ring with the impact from that one. And he gets one.
Well, suddenly Superfly Jimmy Snuka's on the receiving end of the punishment. He don't like that too much, does he?
Well, I don't suspect anybody would like it. But he's able to absorb it. He's able to come back and deliver more, and that's what he's doing right here. Snuka over the top rope.
And he missed. He went high risk, and it did not pay off for him. And now Boris Zukov is in control.
Well, they exchange blows here at ringside, but it's the Superfly getting the best of it. Both men back in the ring. They beat the count out, and now Snuka's got him up. Again, the cross knee. Zukov again is in trouble, and a Superfly mounting the top rope. He caught him. You have got to be kidding me. Sheik Adnan LKC again, distracting the referee.
Well, you know what? That's good for the goose and good for the gander, in my opinion. Superfly Jimmy Snuka brought this on himself. He was the one that introduced foreign objects into the match. Sheik Adnan LKC's got to do what he's got to do. He's representing his man. That's what he's paid to do.
A bloody Zukov sending Snuka halfway across the ring. Working that head and the neck of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Goes for the cover, gets one. And Snuka manages to get out the back door.
Oh, big boot right down in the face of Snuka. Now look at this. Now Snuka's busted wide open as well. Now things are all evened up.
Snuka caught him though, and he hooks the leg. Will that be enough? He gets two, but that's all. Big body slam, and down he goes. Now Snuka hits the ropes. What's he going to do here? Once again over the top rope, and nobody home.
Snuka's gone to the high-risk well one time too many, and it's starting to now come back and haunt him. He's missed from the top rope. He's gone over the top rope to the floor 2 different times and missed it. And now those impacts are starting to catch up with him, I believe.
Big slam by Boris Zukov on Snuka here on the concrete floor. Both men spilling blood. And now Zukov has him up with a tremendous slam. And Snuka again is in trouble.
Oh, it's all over this time. He's got it. He's got it cinched in deep. It's all over. I told you so.
Snuka has to tap out. To the camel clutch by Boris Zukov. But you have to wonder, would that match have gone the same way if not for Sheik Adnan LKC being involved?
Speaking of Sheik Adnan LKC, what the hell, 2K? What the bloody hell?
Sometimes, fans, there just aren't words. Fans, we are back, and what? That's Paul E. Dangerously.
Wow. Paul E. Dangerously here in the AWA.
My name is Paul E. Dangerously. Now, for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm you if you didn't suck. See, for all you people who sit out here and wish you could be professional wrestlers, who wish you could be ring announcers, who wish you could be play-by-play broadcasters, for those of you who wish you could be the greatest managers in the history of wrestling, I am what you would be if you ever got off your lazy ass and did something to make it happen. You see, I am the most successful, most prominent manager in all of wrestling, and I'm going to prove it right here in the AWA, because the Dangerous Alliance is about to make its name known. Because I am managing the greatest tag team in professional wrestling today. The Midnight Express. And tonight, the Midnight Express are going to take another step closer to being the tag team champions, because we're going to eliminate the Midnight Rockers. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, I've got news for you. I hope you've paid your insurance, and I hope you've saved some money, because after tonight, the AWA will never have to see you again. Paul E. Dangerously is here. All right, wrestling fans, we are back. And joining us right now in the broadcast booth at this time is the man himself, Vern Gagne, the president of the AWA. And we are still waiting to get official word as to whether or not Jerry Lawler has agreed to terms for the Gold Rush. Well, thank you for having me, and I'll tell you something right now. Jerry Lawler's trying to play hardball, but he's playing with the wrong man, because if he hasn't signed that contract before we go off the air tonight, then he is no longer going to be in the AWA. He will not be allowed in any venue, any event, any ring that AWA has anything to do with. And I can tell you from talking to the other promoters and owners around the nation, he's not going to be welcome there either. So I suggest seriously, Mr. Lawler, that you get back here, you sign this contract, and that you show up and you put that title up against our champion, Nick Bockwinkel. All right, fans, you heard it right there. We got to have an answer by the end of the show tonight.
Well, let me tell you something right now. In my opinion, Nick Bockwinkel and all of these other promoters are breaking the law. This is like a monopoly. You can't blackball somebody from earning a living. We have a constitution that does not allow that sort of behavior.
Well, I think the problem right now as it stands is that Nick Bockwinkel is the world-class champion, but yet refuses to defend the title. So I think there's going to be some legal recourse for these promoters should Jerry Lawler want to make a case for himself. Of course, wouldn't the easiest thing be to just defend the title?
Yeah, defend the title. You make it sound like it's so simple. Right now, he has got the deck stacked against him, and he knows it. And he's not going to take any unnecessary risk, and I don't blame him. Not one bit. You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Why should he?
Well, we'll find out if he's going to do it. Time is running out on this episode, and Jerry Lawler has to respond before we go off the air. We take a look at the pretty boy Doug Summers, Playboy Buddy Rose. They are members of the Diamond Exchange, led by Diamond Dallas Page. They have been feuding with the Nasty Boys for the last several weeks. And this, the title opportunity they have been waiting for. Perhaps not the style of match they necessarily wanted, but the titles are on the line, and you can see them hanging above the ring right now.
Well, I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. Title matches should not be decided this way. This doesn't prove that you're the better team. It proves that you're the team that managed to climb a ladder faster.
Knobs and Sags coming down to the ring. Their titles in the air. This being a TLC match means all four men will be legal at all times.
Yeah, it's like a Texas tornado match with no rules other than you have to climb a ladder. Referee absolutely worthless in this match. Nothing he can do. He can't disqualify you. He can't count you out.
To the point made by Jesse Ventura, the only thing the referee is going to do here in this match is award the victory. Fans, we remind you, the official announcement that 2K19 has been announced. It will be coming out late October. We will have all the updates and the news here for you as it comes out here on the Nation Network. After what happened at the end of the Snuka match, it can only make us anticipate the new glitches that we will get to look forward to in 2K19. We've got tables in the ring. We've got ladders outside the ring. We've got bodies everywhere. Now Knobs taking off the top turnbuckle pad and exposing the steel ring. Doug Summers just sent him into the right through that table.
Wow, he just put him straight through that table, and yeah, that's going to definitely be a tough one to come back from.
But he does as he uses that exposed steel ring against Knobs. Now Sags outside the ring going at it with Playboy Buddy Rose.
Man, he just dropped him head first onto the steps. What a sound.
Well, the challengers right now seem to have the advantage early on. Big suplex right there. And Knobbs is in trouble. The steel ladder right to the head. Sags outside the ring, trying to pace himself perhaps. Down goes Playboy Buddy Rose.
And more importantly, down goes the ladder. If the ladder's not set up, then they can't lose the titles.
But they can't win the titles either.
Well, better not to have to worry about winning them right now and not to lose them.
Knobbs is outside the ring. Sags is down inside the ring. Buddy Rose fighting to get back to his feet, and Doug Summers with the advantage. Boot down to the midsection.
Well, midsection is questionable. It was pretty close to the border.
Playboy Buddy Rose using that ladder. Now there's a ladder set up outside the ring from the apron to the guardrail.
What is he going to do with that? We don't know. Anything's possible, though.
Bodies tend to go flying in a match like this, and now, look at this. Knobbs had a steel chair, but that does not trump a steel ladder.
You know what? I'm not liking the champions right now. They're not doing very well in a match like this. And being a couple of inner city street fighters, I really thought this would have been more up their alley.
I'd actually agree with everything you just said right there, but it doesn't appear that that is the case.
No, right now it doesn't anyway. But hey, now we've got a steel chair in the ring, and again, it's all perfectly legal in this one. Not like that crap that Superfly tried to pull earlier tonight.
Look at this, Russian leg sweep on the steel chair.
And now suddenly the tag team champions starting to look a little bit better.
Playboy Buddy Rose sends him over the top rope all the way out to the floor. And now the pretty boy. Talk about turning somebody inside out. Playboy Buddy Rose hammering down on Knobbs. Sags in the ring now, better turn around, too late. Steel chair finds a mark. Now he drives the steel chair into the head of the pretty boy Doug Summers. Knobbs comes off the top rope out to the floor, but Doug Summers with a big brainbuster.
It's really tough to call all the action in a match like this because it's coming from all sides.
Here we go. Summers climbs the ladder, the first attempt to grab the titles. He waits though for Sags to get up there with him. Sags is in trouble. And down goes Sags. And now Summers has got the belt. Playboy Buddy Rose is going to take Knobbs out, and now there is nobody to stop Doug Summers.
We may be looking at new tag team champions right here.
The Nasty Boys unable to get back in the ring. Knobbs and Sags have not been able to make the same attempt.
Sags climbing up that ladder now, and he manages to stop him from unhooking the belt.
Now all the bodies are down, and look at Sags. He goes up there, maybe he's going to steal this one away.
Both of the challengers are down and out.
He should have it. He does.
What a matchup that turned out to be.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we thought that it was going to be anyone's game, and it really was, because the challengers dominated this match throughout the first two-thirds, I would easily say. But what a finish.
Well, I still believe that's not the way you decide a championship match. However, the Nasty Boys indeed did show that street savoir-faire and are victorious and still the AWA Tag Team Champions.
All right, fans, we are back, and wait, hold on just a minute. Whoa! Jerry the King Lawler is here in the broadcast position. Give me this microphone. Give me the microphone. Let me tell you people something right now. For everyone out there who thinks Jerry the King Lawler has a problem signing this contract, you don't know me very well. I don't have a problem fighting Nick Bockwinkel. I don't even have a problem going title versus title because I know I'm going to walk away with 2 championships at Gold Rush. I'm going to sign that contract, Vern Gagne, but under one condition. See, I've had my referee and my lawyers, my legal team, looking at this contract as well. It seems to be a little bit one-sided. If I don't do this, then you're going to do that. If I don't put the title up, you're going to blackball me. Well, I'll tell you something. I'll put the title up, but I need it to be a one-on-one match, if you know what I mean. So here's my stipulation, and as soon as you put it in there, put pen to paper, I'll sign this thing. My stipulation is very simple. I am going to fight Nick Bockwinkel, title versus title. I am not fighting the Heenan family. So if Bobby the Brain Heenan or Ray the Crippler Stevens decides to get involved in the match in any way, shape, or form, if they are at ringside at any point in time during the match, then I am automatically going to be the AWA Heavyweight Champion. You put that in the contract and I will sign it right here tonight. Oh, there he goes, just as quickly as he came in, Jerry Lawler. He says he'll sign the contract if they make the stipulation that any outside interference or accompaniment by Bobby the Brain Heenan
or Ray the Crippler Stevens. You know, he's laying it on the line, and I don't blame him. You know, you've got a lot in this match, and you saw what happened earlier tonight, say what you will. She had LKC getting involved in the snooker match, but I still say that was what was deserved. And he doesn't want to have that happen, and I can't blame him. There's a title involved.
Well, we'll find out if Vern Gagne is in fact going to agree to that, and if he does, the contract will be signed here tonight. We've got our main event. All right, fans, in the ring at this time, Jake the Milkman Milliman. And here comes his opposition, the man we just heard from, Jerry the King Lawler. He is the world-class heavyweight champion of the world, like it or not, even though he doesn't defend the title.
That's not true at all. He's going to defend the title. He just said he's going to defend the title.
Well, we'll find out shortly if Vern Gagne is going to adjust that contract, and if all parties sign off, then at the Gold Rush in just over 2 weeks from today, Jerry Lawler title versus title against Nick Bockwinkel. And fans, it is going to, I can't put enough emphasis on just how much this means, not just to professional wrestling, but the AWA specifically. Now, one of the other contractual stipulations is that Jerry Lawler will have to defend that title if he were to win it, and if not, he would still be persecuted and basically blackballed from all of professional wrestling throughout the United States and most of Canada, is my understanding. Lawler comes out quickly against Jake the Milkman Milliman.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling Jake the Milkman Milliman's about to be on the receiving end of a lot of punishment, because I think Jerry Lawler has been fired up right now by all these threats of legal action and withholding of salaries and things of that nature. He's been in this business a long time.
Now Lawler waiting on Milliman to get to his feet. Boot to the midsection, and now Lawler's got him set up for that pile driver. This could be it.
Wow. Wasting no time at all. Well, you know what? He's not paid by the hour.
Lawler covers, hooks the leg, and that is all.
Well, Nick Bockwinkel, you better be paying close attention because this guy's just proved everybody that he's capable of putting anybody down at any point in time with that move right there.
Lawler's got one of the greatest pile drivers in the wrestling business, no doubt about it. He has won a lot of matches with it. Referee trying to raise his hand, and Lawler says, "Get away from me." Fans, we're going to see the Rock and Roll Express in action against the Midnight Express. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back, and it's time for our main event. Making their way down the aisle at this time, Randy Rose and Dennis Condrey. They are the Midnight Express, accompanied by their manager, Paul E. Dangerously, who we heard from earlier this evening.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, Paul E. Dangerously has made a big splash, not just here today, but in general throughout the waves of professional wrestling, and he's going to prove why the Dangerous Alliance is such a force to be reckoned with. And for all of you out there in the Nation Network that want to add Paul Lee to your roster, all you have to do when we go off the air is go to the communities download section of your WWE 2K18 game and do a search for One Nation.
He'll be available after we go off the air tonight. But in the meantime, here comes the Rockers. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty. The last time these two teams met, it ended up in a disqualification. Condrey using a steel chair outside the ring on Marty Jannetty. And tonight, the Rockers have made it clear they want revenge.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things in this world that I want. I've got 6 lucky numbers on a lottery ticket, but on Saturday night when they don't come in, I turn around and go back to work. So wanting is nothing. You got to make something happen, and I just don't think the Midnight Rockers have what it takes to get over the Midnight Express.
Ducks that one out. Shawn Michaels now going after Dennis Condrey, who comes out the back door. Well, no love lost between these teams, and the Midnight Express made it clear that the reason they're here is to rid the AWA of the Midnight Rockers. Russian leg sweep, nicely done by Condrey. Walks right into it, and now wait a minute, overhand rights again. Shawn Michaels backed into the corner.
Going coast to coast and post to post, and now look at Dennis Condrey with the big advantage over Shawn Michaels. There are 2 men in there wrestling a couple of young boys. That's the way I see this.
Ravishing Randy Rose, standing up to the ropes. Double elbows. Shawn Michaels desperately tries to make it. Paul E. outside the ring, very happy with what he's seeing here tonight. There's another pile driver. We saw how devastating that hold is earlier.
Well, I'll tell you this right now, it wasn't quite the same punctuality as it is when Lawler hits it, but it's still a devastating move no matter what.
Tag is made, and now Marty Jannetty, the legal man, in. Cross body press, and now hooks the leg. Jannetty walks right into a pinning combination.
And I'm looking at Paul E. dangerously outside the ring. He doesn't seem to be very concerned.
Well, his men right now very much in control of this match. How long will that last? I don't know, but for the moment, clearly they have the advantage. Irish whip takes him into the ropes one more time. There's a tag made, and now Dennis Condrey. Look at the missile. Cross body, and now it is Jannetty trying desperately to make the tag. It's not going to happen.
Well, they're doing what you have to do when you're a great tag team, and that is they're cutting the ring in half. They're not allowing the Rockers to make the tags, but in the meantime, they're keeping them in their corner, and they're double teaming every chance they get.
Double back body drop, up in the air he goes. Jannetty lunging, tag is made. Here comes Shawn Michaels.
Oh, and he ran right into that back elbow just like that.
Well, he came in a house of fire, but he got put out quickly. And now Randy Rose sends him into that corner one more time. Let's see what he's going to do this time. Springboard from the middle, body splash down across Shawn Michaels.
Well, I'll tell you, the Midnight Rockers right now really having a lot of trouble in this one.
Hot shot drives him down across that top rope. Fans, we remind you to join us tomorrow morning starting at 1 o'clock a.m. for more of the Invasion Nation, the Nation Network Live. Raking the back of Shawn Michaels, and now again, big overhand right. There's a clothesline, he's in trouble.
Well, now you have to wonder what's he got in mind now. Where's he gonna take this next?
Michaels is in trouble. Randy Rose from the middle rope loads up the fist right down between the eyes, and Shawn Michaels may be out.
Marty Jannetty's gonna come in and make this save, otherwise the match was over.
Randy Rose again trying, and again Shawn Michaels saved by Marty Jannetty. One more time, referee finally down. 1, 2, and a save barely.
Well, Marty Jannetty, the only reason this match is still going on right now.
Rose just ran into a boot by Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels went for that super kick. Instead, it's a bulldog.
Well, Shawn Michaels thought he had it, but he missed. And now it's Randy Rose and the Midnight Express taking over one more time.
Another tag is made. Paulie dangerously enjoying what he's seeing here from ringside, and now the double team comes down with that elbow. Will that be enough? Shawn Michaels is in trouble. Jannetty is up, but I don't think he's going to be able to make the save.
Well, he wasn't able to make the save, but Shawn Michaels was barely able to kick out.
Small package, he has him rolled up in the middle. Jannetty won't get there. Shawn Michaels does kick out.
Wow, what a nice DDT right there. And just like that now.
Midnight Express have not had an answer. Excuse me, the Midnight Rockers have not had an answer for the Midnight Express thus far.
Oh, what a big elbow, and he split him wide open with that one.
Blood going down the face of Shawn Michaels, and now he may need medical attention. Not sure how much a referee realizes is going on here. Michaels sent into the ropes, and now Dennis Condrey with a drop down, back out front, knee right to the midsection. Back elbow by Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels just caught him with that super kick. This could be an upset.
No, Paulie dangerously talking to the referee, wants to find out he had a question about something. I'm not sure what it was, but the referee did not even see the attempted pinfall.
Paulie dangerously earning his money here.
Well, of course he is. What do you think he's going to do? The leader of the Dangerous Alliance, and it's not a fluke. He has managed champions in the past, and he will manage champions again, mark my word.
Dennis Condrey now going for that DDT, but Marty Jannetty, he was scouting it, he was ready. And now the Midnight Rockers with the double team here. Let's see if they can get it done. Double super kick. Condrey is down, Randy Rose is there, and down goes Shawn Michaels.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Randy Rose doing what he's got to do, and he's got Shawn Michaels up in the air with another devastating pile driver.
Referee should be counting right now. Shawn Michaels is on top. Condrey's got his shoulders down.
Well, he doesn't anymore, does he?
Goes for the cover, 1, 2, and Shawn Michaels still able to kick out somehow. The blood cascading down the face of Shawn Michaels. Another neck breaker.
That's a lot of blood he's losing right now. You have to wonder how much more of this he can possibly withstand.
Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle, and Michaels definitely in the wrong part of town right now, but he manages to survive. Now it is Condrey that goes into the corner of the Midnight Rockers.
Yeah, but look at that. Shawn Michaels is right now in so much disarray. He doesn't know what day it is, doesn't know what time it is, and he can't keep himself out of trouble.
Well, these two teams back and forth. Both men have managed to escape dangerous situations here, and Dennis Condrey going to do it again. Tag is made now. Once again, the double team. He's held them wide open, and there's a shot to the midsection. Russian leg sweep. Shawn Michaels in so much trouble right now. Michaels teeing off. He won't stay down. He'll go down, but he won't stay down. And now Shawn Michaels. What's he going to do here?
Oh, sunset flip, but he couldn't hold his shoulders.
That was an opportunity and a half right there for Shawn Michaels and the Midnight Rockers, who have not had many opportunities in this one. Randy Rose with a clothesline here on the floor. Randy Rose sends him into the turnbuckle. I don't like the way things are turning out right here, but Shawn Michaels with a jawbreaker.
Still nothing he can do about it. Randy Rose comes right back with more. Shawn Michaels' problem is he can't put moves together right now. He gets a couple of moves here and there, but he can't string a series.
Double team right here by the Midnight Rockers. Puts him way up into the rafters.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Randy Rose right back in control. And this time it's Marty Jannetty that's laid out.
In the turnbuckle he goes. What's Randy Rose going to do with him here? He's got him in trouble. Rose has him up. He puts him on the top turnbuckle.
I don't like the way this looks if you're Marty Jannetty. I'll tell you that right now.
From the middle rope he goes. Superplex. Marty Jannetty feeling all that one. Another double team here by the Midnight Express. There's the Irish whip. And a follow-up with the elbow, the trademark maneuver. Up in the air, he's got him. Wait a minute, Jannetty comes out the back. Firing away with some overhand rights and now takes him down.
Well, those were clenched fists. I don't want to point out the obvious.
Super kick by Jannetty. Might be all she wrote.
And again, Paul Heyman, Paulie dangerously is distracting the referee.
Randy Rose in the ring. When is the referee going to do something about this? I don't know. Big knee lift right there. Now Dennis Condrey goes for the cover, gets two. Neither team able to put this one away. Both have had opportunities. Tag is made, and now here comes Shawn Michaels. To the top rope he goes. Flying missile body block down. Dennis Condrey started going up to the middle rope. That was a mistake.
Well, it was a mistake, but he's able to recover from it very quickly, and now all of a sudden, Shawn Michaels continues to be on the receiving end of the punishment.
Boot to the midsection, wide open, Shawn Michaels. Paulie dangerously lights what he sees, but his man just got taken over the top rope. Marty Jannetty walks right into trouble. DDT, and he's out.
I believe he is out right now. I don't know that Jannetty's going to be able to... Oh, wait a minute. What's he doing here?
He's got the ring steps. What is he going to do? He'll get disqualified.
Well, not if he doesn't hit him with them.
Jannetty is in trouble. A world of trouble. Oh, he just got powerbombed on the steps.
I don't believe that Marty Jannetty's going to be able to get back in the ring from this one.
Slowly getting to his feet, but it's not going to happen. Once again, the Midnight Express victorious over the Midnight Rockers.
Well, it's not really the victory they wanted, but I'll tell you right now, the Midnight Rockers wouldn't stay down for the pinfall. but they would stay down for the powerbomb outside the ring.
Well, it's another impressive outing for the Midnight Express, who now have officially got Paulie Dangerously leading them into combat. The Dangerous Alliance, ladies and gentlemen, is here in the AWA.